Can a former news anchor be the next governor of Arizona? Well, Kari Lake thinks that she can. Arizona is one of 36 governorships up for grabs in November's midterm elections. Her opponent is Arizona's Secretary of State, Katie Hobbs. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales takes a closer look at the race.
I'm in Midtown Phoenix, Arizona, where Republican Governor Doug Ducey has reached his term limits. So longtime TV news anchor Kari Lake is hoping to keep the state red. I sat down with her to find out why Catholic voters might vote for her.
I grew up in a Catholic family. I know that Catholics care deeply about a pro-life candidate. They want pro-life candidates. They want candidates who are for education freedom. They want candidates who are for religious freedom. And they want candidates who are willing to help those who are less fortunate.
The Republican tells me it's hard to stomach her opponent's views on abortion.
My opponent is, I don't even like to talk about her abortion policy because it is so macabre. She's for taking the life of our unborn up until birth and even after birth.
Tackling the crisis at the border is also priority. She blames the Biden administration for making Arizona a pipeline for illegal immigration and drug smuggling. She tells me many migrants have no other choice than to turn to crime.
But then when they get here, they have to pay those cartels off. They are essentially indentured servants while they live here in America illegally. I'm not okay with having a class of citizens who are indentured servants. We're America. We've moved beyond all of that.
One criticism that I did hear was that you were Republican, then Democrat and Republican. What do you want to tell voters?
This is not the old Democrat Party. You know, this is not the party of JFK. This is not the party that cares about working class folks. They've actually turned their back on our middle class. They've sold us out to China. And I think the fact that I have been a Democrat in my life before is helpful in bringing people over.
Lake also says Democrats are walking away from the party and President Biden. And on faith?
We have lost touch with God in this society. The very fabric of our society is being torn apart because we pushed God out. And we need to bring God back into our hearts, our families, our communities. And we need to do it quickly because we are, I believe, on the verge of just complete chaos because of it.
Kari, you're a longtime newscaster. What made you get into politics?
I walked away because I no longer had trust and faith in the news, and I didn't want to be reporting half-truths, which are basically lies. So I walked away from my salary, from my comfort of my job, into the unknown.
It's important to note that I reached out to Lake's opponent, although my emails were never returned. In Phoenix, Arizona, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.